Hi, this is Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally. Today we're going to talk about paint. Here is Dixie Belle Pure Ocean. Now that is somewhere in the $20 a cup price range. Another very popular DIY company paint. This one is Mermaid Tail, and this one is around $13 for a cup or 8 ounces of paint. Now, if you look at my picture frame, you can see how the DIY mermaid tail is so close and also very similar to Dixie Belle's blue. Now, Dixie Belle also has a mermaid tail, a little more green, so this one is almost a perfect match for that. And this third color is Dixie Belle Kudzu Green, which is almost exactly the same as DIY Aviary, and here is mine on top that matches almost identically. So we're going to start this wooden frame as project number 1, something my husband picked up free at the dump, and I went ahead and cleaned with antibacterial wipes. Now I'm going to show you how to get these colors with folk art paint, which you can get at about half the price if you go to Michael's or if you have a coupon. Even online, it's about $7.95 for a cup on Amazon, so much less expensive, about half. Primarily grotto green with a little bit of the rich black, and you are going to want to mix that until you get a color that you think is very similar to that, and I think it came out lovely. One coat covered it completely. Good quality, came out nice, dried quickly, very happy. Now, of course, it does have VOCs where these expensive paints do not. So this is not, to tell you that there's never a time in which you'd want to purchase them. Absolutely, for a nursery or what have you, go for it. But this one I just painted, I sanded, I then went and took a wet paper towel to wet distress a little bit more to show a little bit more of the wood. And then once that was completely dry, I took my bare white wax and I went ahead with a stiff brush to get into all of those nooks and crannies, and I covered the entire piece in white wax and then gave that a couple of minutes to dry a little bit, took a paper towel, wiped off some, and left it in the crevices, and it is just phenomenal. I love it. So that is how you get Dixie Belle's mermaid tail. Now we are going to get DIY company mermaid tail, which is more blue, and it is very similar to Dixie Belle blue. So this one is a combination of 3 colors from folk art. You're going to need patina, nautical, and grotto. You are going to start with the bulk of patina, and then you are going to add a fairly small amount of nautical until you get what I consider really a true baby blue. And then you're going to mix in the grotto, which is a little bit of green, and here it is, the same as Dixie Belle blue. So I did the same exact steps: sand, paint, distress, wax, and here it is. I love, love, love the way it came out. And then here are the 2 frames together to show you the difference. It's a slight difference in color, not a huge difference, but there is a difference. And that final color is Aviary by DIY or Kudzu Green by Dixie Belle. And we get that color by mixing a little bit of Java to Spanish moss, and then just mix that until you see that the color is right. Now on this project I took a smaller frame. This is a silver toned frame, and I went ahead and I painted once again just 1 coat, let it dry, go ahead and distressed it, and I just kind of saw some of the silver come through, but still wanted to wax it, so I gave it that same treatment as the other 2, and I went ahead and covered the entire frame in the white wax, and then took a cloth to wipe off until the white wax was in the detail of it all. Cleaned up the mirror, and it is absolutely love, love, love this color. I will be using this color again. Here it is in my living room. I'm pretty sure I'll be keeping this frame for myself. So that is how I got those 3 colors. So on a smaller scale, I took 3 of the small spindles that I had hanging around, and I went ahead and painted each of them, white waxed them to show you the difference in color, so that on a smaller scale you could see the green and the light blue, and then the darker blue next to them, next to one another, just to kind of get you a feel for how they came out on a small scale. So hopefully you like this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, share with someone you think might be interested, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.